Hey everybody, Steve here, and here's a look at all the stories we're following from the AFR News Desk for February 17th, 2015. Our lead story this week comes from over at Replay Games, where Pete Ventura recently posted an update about their Replay basketball game. They've been working on a version for the PC for a couple of years now, and it's been delayed a few times, but it looks like that it is very close on the horizon. They have not put a specific release date out yet, but it looks like it should be this year. Now, along with working on the PC game, it's allowed them to fine-tune the board version of their basketball game. And so along with that, they're going to put out some new charts. In anticipation of that, they've actually released a new fast break chart for the game that can be downloaded for free right from the Delphi forums. I'll post links to that below. Replay Basketball is still one of my favorite tabletop games. I look forward to the release of the new season every year, so definitely excited about this, and a story that we'll definitely be following here at the AFR News Desk. And now let's take a look at new releases. First up, over at PT Games, they've released the 2014 NFL season for their Football Bones game. And a lot of great news for racing fans. First, over at Downey Games, they've released the 2014 Stock Car Yearbook and the 2013 and 2014 US Open Wheel Yearbook for their fast action racing game. And they've also released the 2014 Top Fuel Dragster Yearbook for their championship drag racing game. And finally, over at Play.com, they have two releases for their Red, White, and Blue Racing game, the 2014 Pro Season and the 2015 SCRAM Season Set, which is the fictional card set for that game. And now it's time for the question of the week. So last week on the show, I asked everybody who they thought the biggest free agent signing was in this year's Major League Baseball offseason. There were a couple of different people that mentioned that Max Scherzer is going to be the biggest catch. And the great thing about free agents is we'll never know how they pan out until the season actually starts. I know that last year there were a couple of big free agents. I'm thinking of like Prince Fielder going down to Texas that was just a complete bust, and who knows what's going to happen this year with him. So we'll definitely have to sit back and enjoy the season coming up and see how all the new free agents play in their new home. I'm just excited that pitchers and catchers are going to be reporting here in just a few days. Anybody living here in the Northeast, we've just gone through a hellacious last 3 weeks here with snow. I think we've gotten more snow just in these past 3 weeks than most places will get in a year. So definitely looking forward to some warmer climes and warmer thoughts here with baseball starting very soon, which is why I have my Cape Cod League baseball prints up in the back here, trying to think warm thoughts. For this week's question of the week, I wanted to follow up on something I asked a couple weeks ago, and that's with my Patreon fundraiser almost ready to go. I wanted to ask everybody one last question. Now, part of having a Patreon page is it allows me to have a forum page where I can post things that only people that have donated can see. And I'd like to know, do you think that I should put some exclusive content onto that page that only donors can see? Now, I don't want this to be something that people see that they have to pay to get content. I'm going to keep making this news show every week. I'm going to keep doing reviews and under the hoods that everyone will be able to see on my YouTube channel. But I thought that that would be a nice way to give something back to donors, that they get some exclusive content, or maybe it would be that they get post on that page maybe a day before I post it onto my Facebook page or to my Twitter account. And I'll look forward to reading your comments as always. And also, if you have any last minute ideas for something you'd like to see as a reward level, please let me know. I'm going to try to get that Patreon launched here before the end of the month, which brings us right into the channel updates. First up, the next videos I'm working on, I'm going to try to get my review of APBA Baseball out, hopefully this weekend, to coincide with the pitchers and catchers starting and the beginning of spring training. And then after that, I'm hoping to get the Hoops Tabletop Pro review out, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, definitely sometime in March. And other than that, I'm still contemplating ideas for an Under the Hood, and I'm actually thinking that I might do an Under the Hood of a game that I haven't even reviewed yet, but we'll see how that works out. Other than that, as I just mentioned in the last segment, I'm hoping to have my Patreon fundraiser campaign get started before the end of the month. I'd like to start at the last week of February, and then we'll see how it goes. The great thing about using Patreon as opposed to Kickstarter is that it's just an ongoing thing. So there's no pressure to have, you know, a 30-day window and then that's it. Everyone has to donate then. And also, I just love that if all you can afford to do is give $1 a month, then, you know, that's great, and you have the opportunity to do that. And definitely every dollar will be greatly appreciated and will help get this channel to continue growing, keep putting out great content, and to help improve the video quality that we put out. I'll have more details on that as it gets closer to launch, and I'll make sure that everyone here on the channel knows firsthand as soon as that goes live. Alright everybody, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. My name's Steve, and I'll see you next time after further review.